Leo, hi. So this is going to be a reading for the month of May 2026, and I'll do the reading for you, and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended at the end of the video. You can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Leo. Ooh. Yeah. Well, no, but yeah. Alrighty, the overall energy for the reading, the Knight of Wands. There's the fire, there's the passion. You're definitely trying at least to go in the direction that, you know, stirs up some passion within you. So something that would make you passionate, or if you feel something about something, that's where you're leaning towards. So that's good. Starting off the reading, you get the Strength card. That's the yeah from earlier. Crossed by the King of Swords. That's you. That's you coming to yourself into your full strength and knowing that too. So there's an acknowledgement there of I'm back, baby. You know, type of thing. Or you're bringing yourself back. In your focus, the devil. That's the no part that you heard after the yeah part. Your focus is in a direction of something unhealthy. Now that could be some parts of you that you look at and you're kind of like, well, that's unhealthy. That you know requires some work. Or maybe in your environment there's something unhealthy and you're kind of taking a peek there and you're like, okay, let's see what can be done about that. You know what I mean? So it's not a bad thing necessarily. It's just that when it shows up like that, it's a little scary. But in the recent past, the Knight of Pentacles, yep, I know that energy because I've had it for you in readings for a long time. Very slow moving type of an energy. Dragging your feet in there and being like, okay, here we go, we're doing this, you know. In your Strength, the Queen of Pentacles, self-love. Good that that's there. Maybe that's what shifted things around a little bit here. In the immediate future, the Star. I mean, you're laser focused here on your heart's desire, which I don't know what that is. Maybe it's gonna come through at that moment in time where you're like, okay, that's what I want. You know. Cool. Supporting this reading, the Page of Pentacles. You're keeping yourself open to pretty much anything that shows up from the perspective of this is something that has something to teach me. You know, this is an experience that is not just randomly passing through my life. It definitely is showing me something. So you're keeping yourself open to learning from your experiences here, which is, again, good. The energy that surrounds you, and you may not be aware of it, the Eight of Pentacles. You're already working on something that I feel like you don't know that you're working. You're probably set on a path that you don't know you're on that path yet. You know, so you're already putting effort into something that's going to bring you somewhere where, I don't know, you'll get to a point in which you'll say, oh my God, how did this happen? Well, you were already working on it, you know? So you're not seeing it yet for what it is, whatever this is that you're already putting effort and energy into. In your hopes and fears, the Three of Cups, you just want peace and love, and you know, you're definitely showing up, and I just want for everybody to be happy. I just want myself and everybody surrounding me and in the world, like I want peace, you know, and love. Okay, cool. In the potential outcome, the Empress. Yeah, that's definitely a side of you that you're kind of reaching. Again, stepping into your power from that angle of very nurturing, very caring, very loving, very open. Super nice. I would be delighted if you left that Knight of Pentacles in the past there where it belongs, because that's a very tiresome energy for a Leo, for a fire sign. But anyways, let's clarify. Let's do the Knight of Wands, the Five of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Six of Swords. Okay, yeah. Again, pursuing things that bring out your passion. And while you do that, you're actually leaving something behind you. It's something you care about, though. So the caring part about whatever that is, you're taking with you. You still care about whatever that is. But you know you need to detach yourself from that in order to pursue more and more things that you're passionate about. Okay, let me do the strength card. I'm probably going to take a picture of those two to show it to you. Kai and Cosmo are sleeping on the ottoman thing. And you know what? They're sleeping on my Leo blanket. So this is suiting. That's a blanket I got for my birthday last year. But let me not wake them up. Hold on. Let me finish this first. For the strength card, you get the Hermit, the Queen of Cups, the Hierophant. These are very, very deep energies that are running through you right now. Lots of healing. Just get ready because it's bringing out your heart like crazy. So you might start feeling a lot more intense than you were. Very deep ass energies here that appeal to your heart. They're definitely, you're in an opening heart type of a process here, which I don't know if you're aware of that, but if you start crying randomly at every little silly thing that would, touch a chord, don't be surprised. Because that's this kind of an energy I'm seeing here. Like, oh, that made so much sense. Oh, yeah. If I show you that picture of them, don't start crying. Which that's not a cryable, I don't think. Let me focus because I'm a Leo. No. But they're mine. I'm used to them. For the King of Swords, you get the Two of Cups, the Magician, the Three of Wands. Yeah, and because you're kind of, I'm not sure how aware you are of this heart opening that's happening for you, but because you're in this process, you're actually manifesting or calling out energy that fits you in that matches you in that heart space, heart frequency. So it's going to show up at a later time, the as within, so without type of an energy, because you're working for your heart to be open. That's going to attract heart frequency that's similar to yours. And you're actually manifesting that because that's a given. When we're in these types of processes, the manifestation part is kind of a given. That, yeah, we're going to attract similar, so... Cool. It's not showing up yet. It will at some point. Let me see the Devil in your focus. You get the Knight of Wands, the Moon, the Seven of Wands. Watch out for red flags. I kind of see you here, as you, again, open up to things that make you feel certain ways. Like, okay, I'm pretty drawn to start doing this. Or that person seems exciting to hang out with. So let me go. Like, there's an inner red flag detector that you got. And it's functioning. It's not even battery operated, it's solar, it's functioning, it's always there. So it's kind of poking you when it's danger. When you feel passionate about something, and that something carries a little bit of type of an energy, that device there, that inner device is poking at you. And I can kind of see you as you go in this adventure of opening up towards things that seem or feel passionate to you. I can kind of see you noticing that, oh yeah, I do have an inner device. Well, listen to it. Try to listen to it. I can see the awareness over that. Like, I know, I feel it somewhere in there. So start listening to it. For the Knight of Pentacles in the recent past, you're not getting a picture because Kai came down. For the Knight of Pentacles in the recent past, you get the Queen of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. Yeah, what kept you going here and what kept you floating is something that has to do with the material. So if you have a job or a project you were working on or something that had consistency to it, I feel like that's what kept you kind of pushing here and going and, through whatever journey this was that was super, super slow. So the consistency part and the keeping you afloat part came from whatever you were invested in, something that apparently did work out for you and something that kept you going, kept you, again, quite consistent there. Let me do the Queen of Pentacles in your strength. You get the Strength card, the Seven of Cups, the Four of Swords. Yep, at some point you just stood up and said, I'm ready. I'm ready for the next chapter. And you are. You are. From an energetic standpoint, you definitely are. You needed a little bit of TLC there before you got going, and I think that's where you're at in this period of time of self-love, self-care. And you do carry an energy indeed of ready to jump onto the next chapter of your life here. And that's exactly what you're doing. So pretty cool. Pretty cool energy there. Very steady. Not very Leo like roar, I'm ready. No, like I'm ready. And very certain. You know? Not shy, but very... for the star in the immediate future, you get the Four of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Wands. Ooh, you do like to play too sometimes, huh? You seem to be upset with yourself a little bit because let's say you set up a goal, right? Like by the end of the week, I want to finish reading this book. All right. And it's, of course, it's not impossible. It's doable. It's not an impossible task. But I'm giving you this example just to set it as a, the energy that I'm seeing here, just for you to see. I don't think this is about a book. I think this is bigger because you do set up a goal for something. And it definitely feels like it's your heart's desire and you want to pursue that. But you want to finish that book by the end of this week, which is doable. But you keep on, like, but man, I kind of want to go, like, there's, the fair just opened up down the street and I want to go check things out. And I want to, like, almost like playful things, which normally I would encourage that. I would be like, yeah, fuck yeah, go feed your inner child. Go do all of those crazy things that you're... But in this case, they interfere with, if you set up a goal, why do you have to do it now? Why do you have to go now? You can go next week, right? To all these things. Yeah, but the fair is not going to be here. Well, you'll find something else. You'll find something fun to do. Because it's fun things that you're doing. It's small, but fun things. So it almost feels like you're distracting yourself from your goal instead of achieving that goal. And then, work first, play later. What was that saying? Work fun. I don't fucking know. But anyways, and then at the end of the week, oh look, the sun. Good. At the end of the week, you're kind of like, fuck. And then you get pissed off with yourself. And that's the double-edged sword, because I'm like, again, you're nourishing your inner child by doing these fun things, right? But you did set up a goal for this week, so you can still nourish your inner child, maybe not as much, so that you can get to accomplish the goal too, and then you wouldn't be upset with yourself, right? But then you end up being upset with yourself for, feeding your inner child, basically. And it's like, no, hold on. Something's not adding up here. So, yeah, go do fun things. Just don't make the whole week about fun things, because there's other weeks that are following that you can incorporate those fun things, especially if you've given yourself a task, a goal, For the Page of Pentacles and the supportive energies, you get the Seven of Pentacles, the Fool, the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, I think you would consider these setbacks, like, okay, well, I didn't finish it this week. I'll make sure I'll finish it next week. So the determination is here. The drive is here. You will get that done, whatever that is. It's just, within the journey, don't get distracted by pretty butterflies all the time. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's fun to chase them around for a little bit, but then that's it. That experience is done. Now proceed. You're back on your journey. You know what I mean? So the determination is definitely here. The drive is here. The energy is here to get shit accomplished. And I feel like you will. After you're done goofing around there. Yeah, I like your energy. It's very very assertive, very grounded. You're still coming from a grounded place, which at least you're not moving slow anymore, but and you're trying to again bring back that whole fire and playful type of an energy. And I'm the one that's saying don't do that. No, you're gonna do that. Just make sure you balance it out with the seriousness of this too, the drive. For the Eight of Pentacles, in your hidden energies, you get the Empress, the Justice card, the High Priestess. Man, you're working all sorts of angles that are, as I said, this is a process of you stepping into your power. So you're going to find yourself feeling, the power of you, but like from all sorts of different angles. You know, you're definitely working your way towards, because you're in a process of your heart opening up, you're working your way towards that feminine side of you, the nurturing one, the loving one, and you'll get there by the looks of it. But right now, you're in that place in which you have access to your intuition. You have awareness over how balanced you are or how not so balanced you may be. Your heart is opening up, basically. You're in a process of that, which is a beautiful process. And I'm surprised it's happening with such assertive energies to it. But, you know, you show up super, super balanced here and super laser focused here. And then through the process, you seem to slowly but surely soften up a little bit. So that's fun to see. But let's do the Three of Cups in your hopes and fears. The Hangman, the Five of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles. You are coming from a super, super slow period of time. So it feels like at times it's very, very hard to move forward, because you're so used to things moving so slow that it's like, and now you've got all these energies that are kind of giving you a kick and saying, giddy up and go. And you're like, but can I just take a nap before that? Or can I go chase butterflies a little bit before I do that? And can I... So that's the danger of this energy that you're coming from, because you might slip back into it unknowingly, and then you become quite aware, oh, here I am again, lazying around or not doing shit or moving super slow. Your energy is not that anymore. Your energy is showing up as, again, super strong, on your own 2 feet, but you're moving. You're not moving slow anymore. And falling back into that, it almost feels like... It feels like you're taking yourself off of your own path, basically. You know, which I know you don't want to do. So, and it's a deceptive energy because you're no longer there. So why recreate that energy? Why make everything move slow, including you, when the energies are not showing up as that anymore? They did for the longest time. You were there with it. I'm sure you remember. And now you don't have to fall back into that, because things are moving at a different speed. There's a different flow to you and to the experience you've jumped into here. The newfound experience of apparently heart opening that you're in. For the Empress and the... For the Empress and the potential outcome, you get the Star, the Page of Pentacles, the King of Cups. Keep yourself open as much as possible. Again, from this angle of let me learn from things as I go, and let me see what every experience has to teach me and brings into my life. And as long as you keep yourself open and keep your eyes on the goal, on the destination, and stick with it in the flow that it wants to take you there, you'll find your tribe. Tribe meaning not necessarily people that resonate with you, but everything, your whole fucking reality. So yeah, it's gonna include those people. Maybe the one, I don't fucking know, because it does look like one energy there, but I kind of see it more as your reality. By creating something inward there that's the closest to yourself as possible, you're going to reflect that into outside of yourself, and it's going to transform into your reality. So that's where it almost feels like you're finding, it's not your people, your reality, with people included in it that resonate with what you're putting out. So it's a beautiful energy. This is the proper and the correct demonstration of as within, so without. And it's going to show up right in front of you, and you're going to feel it and experience it, and it's beautiful. So pretty cool, and I'm so fucking glad you got rid of that Knight of Pentacles, and now you're trying to bring it back. What, you miss it? You miss the moving slow part? Come on. From the universe for you as a final advice, the Two of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Five of Pentacles. There's a final chapter, the chapter that you're leaving behind, the sealing part of it is missing. So you closed it ish, you're almost done with it, but you misplaced the seal, you know, the lock on it. You don't know, like you had it, it's like, where is it? Fuck, I gotta go. Where is it? So you're looking for the lock to just put it up there and be done with it. So there's a final portion of whatever this is that needs to be closed off that is still kind of keeping you busy a little bit in your head there. But you're looking for the lock, basically. So you'll find it. If not, you'll go get another one from the store, and that's that. But let's do the Animal Dreaming Oracle. You. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Turtle. Mother Earth. Remember my turtle necklace? And I'm a Leo, by the way. Why do you think I put it away? This is the fucking Knight of Pentacles energy. Why are you here? Go away. It's done. I'm done with that chapter. It's been a while, but I'm done. I didn't throw it out. I just put it away because that was a chapter for me. Number 34. Apparently we're not done. Wow. After that, you know, from... Oh, by the way, I forgot to... As mentioned in the Aries video, I forgot to put my contacts on, so I'm going to stumble through this one. But I don't give a shit. It's a turtle. It's going to wait for me. Even when surrounded by those we love and respect, we sometimes feel alone and isolated. We sometimes forget our connection to spirit and the relationship we have with the Earth Mother and creation. We feel apart from rather than a part of nature. We feel disconnected from the great wheel of life and believe ourselves to be alone. Turtle, however, reminds us that we are never alone, that the earth is our mother and that she loves, speaks, protects, and provides for us every day. Due to their ancient heritage, turtles have long been revered as symbols of the Earth Mother, longevity, and protection. Turtle lays... What the fuck was that? Lays her eggs deep within the warm sands of Mother Earth, confiding in her the protection and nurturing of her offsprings. She trusts that the Earth Mother will provide them with all they need to develop so that they may emerge as strong, independent representatives of the next generation. To hide something sacred within the dark abyss of Mother Earth, away from the light of the grandfather sun, is symbolic to the ritualistic death endured by individuals of many ancient cultures in their search for healing, ancestral wisdom, and spiritual enlightenment. As the turtle's young emerge from the sand, maybe you're the turtle young, hopefully, they are in fact rebirthing as if from the womb of the Earth Mother. Yes, you are. Their first birth is symbolized by the laying of the egg into the earth, with the rebirth symbolized by the breaking free of the coffin-like eggshell to emerge from the nurturing energy of Mother Earth into the light of Grandfather Sun. If Turtle has gently edged her way into your cards today, you are being prepared for a profound change in the form of healing regarding family issues, secrets, etc., personal growth, and an awakening of sorts. You are literally being prepared for rebirth, emergence, and a return to clarity. Okay, I like that. You are also being reconnected in a sacred way to the creative force of the Earth Mother's womb, her heart, and the inherent wisdom she yearns to impart. You are being reminded that we are all related, and that even when you believe yourself forsaken, you are being cradled and nurtured by Mother Earth. Okay, I'll accept this turtle for us, because it's almost like, okay, since it's beyond the turtle then. We did the turtle thing and now we're coming out of the eggshells. Okay, good. Cool. I agree. Anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.